Breaking news at 11, double denial. Tonight, a parole board panel rejects Lyle Menendez's bid for freedom. It comes just one day after his younger brother Eric Menendez was also denied parole in the grisly shotgun murders of their parents. Today's hearing lasting more than 11 hours before that denial decision by the parole board panel hearing Lyle Menendez's plea for freedom. We have live team coverage, beginning with Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Fisher. Michelle.
Mark, an incredibly challenging day in different ways for different people. That's how the parole commissioner described today's 11-hour hearing. Lyle Menendez crying in his closing argument, saying his mom and dad did not have to die that day. The parole board deciding he'll stay in prison at least a little while longer for killing them.
Parole denied for Lyle Menendez, seen here virtually attending an 11-hour-long parole hearing Friday. Parole Commissioner Julie Garland telling Lyle the board found his remorse genuine, saying, "You have been a model inmate in many ways who has demonstrated the potential for change. But despite all those outward positives we see, you still struggle with antisocial personality traits like deception, minimization, and rule breaking that lie beneath that positive surface." For his brother Eric, a different parole board, but the same decision Thursday. Audio obtained through a public records request by Eyewitness News and ABC News, shedding light on the moment parole was denied for Eric.
Based on the legal standards and evidence considered, we find that you continue to pose an unreasonable risk to public safety and are not suitable at this time.
Both brothers had been serving life in prison without the possibility of parole for the 1989 murders of their parents, Jose and Kitty, who Eric and Lyle claim sexually abused them. A resentencing this past May making way for their possible release. The gruesome nature of their crime, specifically Kitty's murder, a key factor in the 3-year parole denials for both Menendez brothers. Eric asked about the crime while making his case for freedom Thursday.
My focus was, Dad's coming to my room. I can't let Dad come to my room. And Lyle said, "You understand, it's happening now." And I knew what that meant. And we were about to die now. And I told him, my gun's in my room. And I ran to my room to get the gun. All I knew is that I got to get to that den. Fear was driving me to that den. And rage. The idea that Dad was going to come to my room, Dad was going to come to my room and rape me that night. That was going to happen, one way or another. If he was alive, or then that was going to happen.
LA County District Attorney Nathan Hochman commending the parole board's decisions, arguing the Menendez brothers have failed to exhibit full insight into their crimes.
If and when they do come clean, and hopefully they spend the next 3 years rehabilitating and committing no more prison violations, then yes, the DA's office will reevaluate its position in the next parole hearing.
Family supporters for Eric and Lyle demonstrating their unwavering support. Meantime, a statement saying in part, the process of parole is exceptionally rigorous. But we are incredibly proud of how Eric and Lyle showed up with honesty, accountability, and integrity. This is not the end of the road.
And there will be an automatic review after a year if there are no more violations behind bars. And that could see the case advance to the parole board in about 18 months. The brothers still have an open habeas corpus petition, meantime, asking the court to grant them a new trial in light of new evidence that's been presented. Mark?
All right, Michelle Fisher, thank you.